the tutorial on how to make the popular dim sum Char Swede bowl, and is a modified dough. And to make this dough, which is going to be totally awesome, you are going to need, this is a double batch, but for a single batch you would need 2½ cups of flour, a ½ cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and enough vegetable oil to make ½ cup total once you're in that measuring cup, 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar, and ½ cup of cold water, and you knead for 5 minutes. Okay, and here we are. I rolled out my dough into 2 snakes, and I cut each snake into about 12 pieces. Remember, I said I made a double batch. You're probably going to be working with a single batch, and a single batch makes about 12 or 13, depending on how wonky you roll out your dough. Here, I have 4 chicken breasts that I just cubed or fine diced, whichever, and I seared them in a screaming hot pan with 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, salt, and pepper. And then once they were completely cooked, I drained out every last bit of liquid that was in the pan with the chicken, and then I put it back in the screaming hot pan, and I let it cook off some more to finish searing, and then I poured in 1 whole, I figured these, the dough balls are already going to pretty much taste, you know, of rice vinegar and sesame oil, and it's going to be a good combination of savory and sweet. So I just left this without, you know, I didn't put anything spicy in it. It's just diced chicken with barbecue sauce. Now, as you can see, I have I rolled out 2 snakes out of that dough. Remember, I made a double batch. And it's a really, really, really easy dough. Really, really easy. I mean, I was hysterical because I lost my rolling pin a couple of years back. It was a really pretty Tupperware rolling pin that you could unscrew and put ice cubes and ice water in so it would keep your dough cold while you were rolling, and I got it from Tupperware, and I just haven't been able to replace it because I think of other things to do. But it's a real easy dough. You're going to cut your dough into little rounds, well, or whatever you can get. I used a butter knife. And then you're going to just take the dough, make a ball like Play-Doh, flatten it, and like I said, look, it's really, really easy. Let me move this one. And look, you just flatten it out into a 4-inch round. And don't worry, I know y'all are smart enough to know, pinch it if you have a hole. You're going to want it a little thinner on the outside than in the middle. And I'm going to take some of my cooked filling and just put a spoonful. Don't go nuts because, well, you know, they are going to, you know, kind of expand in there, but you don't want them to explode. So maybe a spoonful and a half. And then you're going to want to grab it, kind of make like a taco or a gordita or whatever. Well, they call it a gordita at Taco Bell. It's really not. And then you're going to pinch it. My kids are laughing. I don't know. I'm doing this with you guys. I have never made these before, but I thought it would be interesting, and I have been craving these since 1996, and I'm just now getting around to making them. But just pinch them all closed, and there you go. And yeah, it looks a little funny, but I mean, you can, to make it look like at the restaurant, cut the little, and make sure all of this is sealed. And then, when we come back, I'm going to show you how I'm going to steam them. Okay, well, I made some without you. I actually made a dozen, and what I did was I put some parchment paper on one of those 1970s steamers that, you know, you find at your grandma's house. I don't know if you guys can see that. That little 1970s steamer that opens up like a flower. Okay, 4 cups of water in the bottom of a pot. Well, I lined it with parchment. That was actually hubby Tom's idea. Line it with parchment because if you use wax paper, it'll stick hella bad. So basically, you put your dumplings on, and I learned trial and error. 6 is good because I put a dozen on the parchment on the steamer and kept them kind of tight. Now, they taste really, really good, but they stuck together, and I had some breakage in some spots. and it kind of ruined the presentation. But like I said, they taste fantastic. But we're going to try 6 on the steamer, put them in 4 cups, put the steamer in the pot that's already got 4 cups of boiling water in it, put the lid on and set the timer for 25 minutes. And when we come back, you'll see the finished result, what should be perfect char siu bao. Okay, and I had some leftover chicken from making the dumplings, and I don't know, maybe it was about 2 cups of the diced chicken in barbecue sauce. And what I did was, I added some freeze-dried, whoops, there goes the parchment. I added some freeze-dried chives, just maybe about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons, and I diced up some sliced water chestnuts, and I also tossed it in the Annie Chun's Korean sweet and spicy, and I just mixed it all together. And what we're going to do is we are going to put it in the living butter lettuce, and this is that pretty little lettuce that you see on TV that they're always using, and it's $3.45, and the thing is that it's in here still alive. Yes, it is alive. Okay, and what you do to, oh, forgive me, because even broccoli screams when you rip it from the ground, you kill it. And so basically, ugh, this does not want to die. Okay. Okay, well, that is not supposed to happen. This is very resistant to being killed. But basically, you just take off the root and the dirt, and you discard it. And then, of course, the lettuce needs to be washed. But I will, well, there's still dirt on my hands. That is actually a root. I'm not giving that to the kids if it's got dirt in it. So basically what you want to do is you want to rinse off your lettuce, and I'll make one for the husband because the husband and I believe in a tablespoon of dirt a day to keep you healthy. Basically what you want to do is you want to spoon it in here, just like at the Chinese food restaurant, but just as good as mushu, just like a little lettuce wrap. And I'm doing it one-handed because I still have the dirt from the root. And basically you just wrap it up and eat it like a taco. And there you go. That's what you do with your leftover chicken. So you're having all of the breading and starch from the dumplings, and you can have the lettuce and the water chestnuts to help you pass it through. Okay, so the timer went off at 25 minutes, and these did not get as huge and poopy as these. So I guess I put 12 on, and they got hysterical and got huge, but I put 6 on, and they came out perfect. Where these came out kind of thick, these seem more thin and more tender, more closely related to what I got at Golden Walk Restaurant. These are awesome. They taste really, really good. And there you have it. Char siu bao.